Hello, my angels. So I have another Christian Dior order. I know, I have a problem. I really do. But I got this because my sister has an account and I wanted her to get to gold because now they're changing all the standards. But once you're already something, they honor it. So we're not going to get her to platinum. We probably should so we can get the platinum holiday gift. I have to debate whether or not I want to do that for her. But I did buy this to get her to gold status because I'm already a platinum. And I don't know going forward, FYI, if I'm going to continue doing the Dior loyalty program because it's just really expensive now. It has to be worth it. But the truth is, for the amount of money you're going to spend to get the free gift, you might as well just buy the free gift on eBay or Mercari, which is what I've been finding is cheaper than to actually have to buy stuff. The only difference is you buy stuff and then you get the free gift, right? So it's like a bonus. But I'd rather just buy the free gift at this point. I already have everything I need from Dior. I did so much shopping to get all this stuff. So on the inside, I have this card that I'm probably, I write messages. Oh, this is for me. So I'm going to get promoted this month. I'm in life insurance and I'm getting promoted to district leader. And it says, congratulations on your promotion to district leader. You deserve it and more. Stop settling. Love you. So it's just like something that I wrote for myself. And then I just put another order in because this one didn't come when it was supposed to come and nobody was, they made us like sign and nobody was there to sign. So I was like, you know, you just need to just leave it. So for the inconvenience, they gave me a code and I'm going to be unboxing the eyelash curler, just, you know, spoiler alert, but you'll get to see the free gifts that I got with it. And it was a pretty good code that they gave me, which I'm really surprised about. So this is what it looks like when you first get it. Oh, I forgot. So what I've learned is if it's closed, you just go like this and pull everything out of the side. But I guess I wanted to show you out of habit what it looks like to open it, and it's like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tissue paper out, and I'm going to keep this like fuzzy stuff on the inside, and that's how I'm going to present it when I give it as a gift, because I do re-gift these boxes with a lot of other stuff that I might get from Christian Dior that I don't really like for myself, but I do want to give away. So you guys want to go over I think you guys really like to go over the free gifts first. So the code I used was JOIN24. I don't know how long this is going to last. They used to have one called Blurry48, which was even better because you got a free deck of cards with it. But this one was a second choice to it. So right off the bat, I get 2 free, I spent over $100. So I get the Gris Dior deluxe sample. This is supposed to be the intense version that came out. I'm not a fan of Gris Dior. I usually sell it on Mercari. I want to see if this one's better. It is more intense. It has more of that like lavender note. I'm not a fan of lavender, so I will be selling this on Mercari. It always sells. Gris Dior always sells. And then I have these two. There's J'adore l'Or and then the new Sauvage, which is the Eau Forte. Now if you guys have watched my channel, I love the Elixir and I like the Parfum. Huh. This is very different. More cinnamon. More spicy. It's almost more like the Elixir because the Eau de Toilette for the Sauvage is very citrus based. Then you have the Parfum, the Eau de Parfum, which is very different than all of them because it has I don't know, it's just, I can't explain it. I'm not a fan of it, but a lot of people like the Eau de Parfum. Then there's the Parfum, which then starts having like vanilla notes, but still goes back to the original Eau de Toilette citrus note. Then the Elixir is spicy. It smells like just herbs and spices, but it's really nice. I like it. And then it has that manly kind of like, a little bit of a cypriol in it. This one is less spicy. It has like cinnamon, like there's okay, so there's spicy that's like spicy hot, and then there's spicy that's like cinnamon. This is cinnamon spicy. This is like cinnamon, star anise, those kind of like nutmeg, the ones you bake with versus the ones you cook with. There's a difference. It's interesting. I don't know if I would give this to anyone. I mean, I'm probably going to put this in a gift bag for somebody, like my stepfather or something. I prefer the Elixir over this one. This is nice, but I understand who it's marketed towards. This is more herbally. It reminds me of more like apothecary versus perfume cologne. It does smell very much like an apothecary, right? Then we have the J'adore L'Or, which is my favorite, if you guys don't know. Like, literally, I'm thinking about buying a bottle. That if I do get the bottle, that's going to bring my sister to platinum. I'll buy me and my mom a bottle, and then that's it. We're done with the J'adore things for a while. Just letting you know. And then I used the code JOIN24, and I got these two, which is the Dior Show Mascara and the Dior Maximizer. So you put on the Maximizer first, which is the white mascara that makes your eyelashes look longer. Then you put on the Dior Show. I still haven't used these. Like, I probably have like 6 or 7 of them each. And I'm still going through like my big wand. I use these when I travel or like to keep in the car, but I'm still going through my Bobbi Brown one. So one day I'll make a video on that. And then it was supposed to come with the mirror, which is why I did this. The only reason I put this order in is because I wanted this mirror. That's why. JOIN24. It comes in a case like this, right? And then it's because I missed out on the compact. Oh man. Bummer. And then it comes with this cannage pattern. I was hoping this was off. Like that I could put it on. Can I take it off? Is it going to ruin the leather? Yeah. Man. I saw so many people advertise it with the 3M thing separate, that you would put it on top. But I guess they put it on. And that defeats the purpose. Like, I guess you stick it somewhere. And then there's a mirror on the inside. And you take the plastic off and it says Dior, you know. So it's like a, is it a double-sided mirror? Yeah, it is a double-sided mirror. Might just be one side. I don't know. I'm not taking it off yet. But this is the mirror and it goes in here. And I thought the 3M sticker was separate and then you put it on the back. I was hoping that's what it was because I've seen it like that in other places. And I was like, yes, because I can carry this in my pocketbook. But the fact that it's already on there, $300 down the drain. And for the amount of money I spent, I probably could have got a better code and then just bought something else for $150 to get this. But I got this because I didn't have anything else I wanted to buy. I mean, I guess if I really chip at it, but I feel like if I try to take the coating off, then what's going to happen is I'm going to rip the faux leather off. So I have to find something I want to stick. There's nothing I have that I permanently want to stick this to. You're supposed to put it on the back of your phone, but I wouldn't put a mirror on the back of my phone. I'm not going to put it in my pocketbook. I'm not going to put it on my computer or my laptop. I'm not going to put it inside of a drawer. Like, I want people to see me take it out, but this is tacky. Imagine you take it out and then they see the 3M. Like, you'd have to take it out like this and then go like this, and that's tacky. It would have been nice if it was Dior. Come on, you guys. Brains. Why? Why? No. Let me put it on if I want. This would have been such a perfect gift if they didn't do this. But they always do stuff like that. Like, they always, like, half do something. Like, when they give you the pouch and it was supposed to be a mirror inside, most of the people got the pouch but not the mirror. And the same thing when they ordered for the Chinese mooncakes. They sent the box but not the mooncakes in it. Something's going on. Someone's dropping the ball, and I bet you it's somebody's family member because they haven't been fired yet. Like, but somebody's dropping the ball. But I don't know. I don't know where they thought you were going to put this. I guess the back of your phone. It is beautiful. It's a free gift, but, you know, I'm all about, like, thought. Like, you want it to be thoughtful. And it would have been more thoughtful if you didn't put the sticker on the back and you let us do it, because not everybody wants to stick it to something, you know? So what I did buy is these two things. So this is a waste of money. I did the math. I do not lie to you ever. I will always tell you what's on my mind and how I feel and what's best for you. I'm looking for my phone right now. It's probably over there. So I did the math. It's kind of still in my head, but don't quote me on the numbers exactly. So this is the travel size. This is 3 half-ounce Rouge Trafalgar because it's the only one that I like. The Jasmine d'Agnes is nice, but I'm not going to wear that out. Rouge Trafalgar, if you've never smelled it, smells like red currants. It's like a dark berry perfume. It is so lovely. It's a floral dark berry, red currant based perfume. It is lovely. I haven't met a lot of people that said they don't like Rouge Trafalgar. It is just such a beautiful scent. So I got it, but then I did the math and I was like, not a good idea. So I'm gonna teach you the hacks, you guys. So it's 3 bottles like this, right? And they're supposed to go inside the perfume bottle, which is only designed like the Louis Vuitton one. If you guys know the Louis Vuitton travel size, you can only use Louis Vuitton perfumes in there. Now, it would be interesting if one of you guys, because I don't have the Louis Vuitton one, if one of you guys actually try to see if these fit in the Louis Vuitton ones or if the Louis Vuitton ones fit in this one. I doubt it, but it's made specifically just for the Christian Dior things. So I want to talk to you about that because this is the bottle. I loved it. It was houndstooth. It was classic Christian Dior. Beautiful, classic elegance. Looks like this. You take the refill. How do you open it? Obviously you need to open it. Is it from the bottom? Oh yeah, it's from the bottom. So you turn the bottom, you take off this top, you slide this in, which we're gonna do in a second, and then you close the top. Now the reason I said we're gonna do this in a second is I wanted to see, which I don't think it will, if this one fits. So this is the gold gift that they gave. This is the Miss Dior pink cannage pattern. But it is indented and it looks like this. No, this is bigger. I wanted to see, I'm so curious, if this fits in here. Hard, you have to push it hard, it's not easy. It's because of this part right here. I was curious to see if, break it. No, it's not. It's right there, it stops right there. I don't know why. I'm not going to try and push it. Man, that would have been great. If these would have fit in here, because I would have just switched them around. But no, it does not. That hurts my heart. And then I wanted to see if this one, which obviously is smaller, fits in this one. It does. Oh no, the top doesn't come out. They made it impossible for you to be able to use it. All right. So I bought it because I wanted to see if I would be able to interchange them, but I can't. They also have different tops, like, so you can't if you wanted to. You have to open it from the bottom, put this in. Oh, it's too late. Let me see if I can. Well, I'll take another one out. So, and then it goes like that. I've lost the bottom. It's somewhere. I dropped it when I took this out, but it's okay. And then you spray it and then you put the top on and you're good to go. This feels like canvas. So this is going to get dirty. I thought it was going to be a harder material, maybe like a leather-like material like this one. This is faux leather. And then this is canvas. So this is a canvas material, you guys. If you're a dirty girl and sometimes you put on your makeup and then you touch this, you're going to get makeup all over it. It's going to get stained. You're not going to be able to get it out because you can't put it in the washer and the dryer. You know, I don't even think like one of those Tide sticks are going to, no. No, you have to be like one of these super clean girls whose hands are always clean. They wear white and whatever. If you're going to be using this one because it's canvas, and maybe keep it in the box if you can. If you're one of those people that's just going to throw it in your bag. But if you're just going to keep it on your counter and spray, or like if you're going to travel and just keep it like once you arrive to wherever you're going, put this on the counter in the bathroom or somewhere, and you know, that way you have your travel size perfume. Great. I don't recommend this for the pocketbook only because of that nature of the canvas. Same thing with the Dior added canvas ones. Not a huge fan of the canvas because it gets dirty and they want you to buy more. But I prefer like the metal ones, which always get scratched up and look weird after a while. And then the faux leather ones, which again are faux leather, so they're going to peel after a while. Just letting you know. But for the moment, if you're someone that's constantly changing and transitioning, and or you're very careful with your things, you're going to love all this stuff. You know what I mean? I switch things up all the time. So I'm okay with it. I have this one, I have the men's one, and the other one. Oh, the reason I love this one, and I bought the men's perfume one, I actually gave the perfume away, and then I had the actual refill. This one in blue is because this is blue canvas, right? Or blue linen. This one looks more like linen. And it's a refill. So once you're done with whatever is inside, you can put this on top of any of your perfumes. This should be glass. It shouldn't be plastic. Christian Dior, even if it's a free gift, it shouldn't be plastic. I mean, the Chinese can do this same exact thing for $5 to $10 in glass. And plastic with the chemicals of a perfume, FYI, you guys, no bueno. That's why all perfumes are in glass bottles, not plastic bottles, other than Bath & Body Works and a couple of other places. So yeah, so then you can just refill it with your favorite perfume, and it goes in there, and then you can use this for as long as you can use it or until it gets dirty. And then the same thing with this one. I like the blue one, so once the blue is done, I'm gonna refill it with my favorite perfume. Now, FYI trick, this is more citrus based. So when this is done, I'd put more of like a citrus based perfume in it, maybe like a citrus powder, or another one that I would like to travel with. This is Miss Dior, I think it's Miss Dior. So I would use more of like a peony floral one to refill it with, because remember, the residue of the original perfume is still in there. So when you refill it, because you can't empty it out and then refill it, you know, like you just automatically start pumping, you want to use a perfume that's similar, because you're still going to have the residue, and then kind of like upgrade until you get to your favorite perfume that's very different. Or you can just, you know, put your favorite perfume in there, but you're going to smell what was in here originally mixed in with whatever you're pumping. Does that make sense? Where with this one, it's almost like Chanel does this too with Chance. My mom has this version of the Chanel Chance where you have to buy the refills, you put them in, and then maybe I should get her that for Christmas. She really loves that perfume. So we're gonna try the perfume. That's what I guess I'm wearing today. So good. So good, so good, so good. It is a strong perfume. It's a very wealth perfume. Like when you smell it, you think rich people. It's not something that most people have or wear, because it's so good. It's red currants. Like if you know what red currants smell like, it smells like that. There's a very light peony floral that's attached to it. Even though I don't think that's in the notes, but that's like kind of like what I'm getting from it, like a very light floral with a little bit of pink in it. It is so beautiful and delicious. I highly recommend, if you're ever at a Dior counter, or you're in Nordstrom or something like that, go check out Rouge Trafalgar. Holy Peony and Rouge Trafalgar tend to be very like, and Rose Kabuki, a lot of people really like those. Then there's other ones that are more niche based for you to take a look at. If you're into white florals, I recommend J'adore l'Or. And there's another one that I recommend, Jasmine d'Agnes. If you like jasmine and those white florals, I recommend those two. Then you have like your oud and your tobaccos and things like that. Then you would go and talk to a representative, and then they'd go over like the oud purple and the oud Ispahan and a bunch of other ones. But I really do love the Christian Dior scents. My favorite of all time is Pure Poison. It's a purple little bottle. If they ever sold the 4.5 ounce, I would totally buy it. So that's what I was going to tell you. I bought this because I really wanted the case, and that was it. I wanted the case, and I wanted to try the travel sizes, and I wanted to see if they could interchange. So I bought it for that purpose. Do I regret it? Yes. Why? Because I did the math afterward. This is 3.5 ounces, right, for $160. So normally if you wanted a 1.35 of any of the Privé collections, it's $165. So now you're getting 1.5, which is 0.15 more, for $160, which is $5 less. Not a big deal, but you get 3 little bottles. So I was like, oh, these are great gifts, because with all due respect, you can literally just give this as a gift. Like, you can give this to someone. It's glass. It's not a very thick glass like regular perfume, so if you did drop it, it could break. You could tell that it's a thin glass compared to a thick glass, but that's they make it like that so that you want to keep it in here. But if you were careful and you wanted to give these as gifts, for $160, you get 3 gifts that you can give someone. Now, if you get those little mini deluxe samples after you spend $100, it's very rare that they give you Rouge Trafalgar. It's usually Gris Dior, Eden Rock, and Dior Rivera. Those are the ones they always give out most of the time. It used to be Rose Kabuki, but not anymore. So every so often they'll do a Rouge Trafalgar, but not often. And that's only 0.25 ounces. The deluxe ones are 0.25 ounces, where this is 0.5. So if you wanted to do a bunch of Christmas gifts and you have the, you know, the budget, then these are great Christmas gifts. Like, I highly believe that, you know, you put this in a bag with another Christian Dior item. That's a great gift. If you have like a $50, $75 limit, maybe you want to do this with a free gift, like this with the Mayra, or this with, you know, something that you get for free from Christian Dior. These are cute little goodie bags for like your coworkers. You know what I mean? Or like, just a little cute gift, you know, maybe the girl who does your hair or whatever, something like that. So I really like that for this. But when you do the math, it's $116 per ounce when you do the 1.6. Sorry, the 1.5 ounces for $160. Maybe it's $165. I don't know. I did the math. It was like $116 roughly. Now, if you bought the Privé bottle, right, and you put them in your own travel size ones, and I've made tons of videos on this. These are the ones that I like the best. I'm going to show you right now. No, not that one. Where's the other one? I want to get up, but I'm in my pajamas, and I don't want you to see my pajama pants. They're cute, but like still, they're just my pajama pants. So these are the kind of things that I buy from AliExpress, and I'll put the links below for you guys. This one I love because it looks like Tiffany, right? This one I got from Temu. They're not the greatest ones. They're super cheap. They look cheap. They're plasticky, but they're okay. I love these. These are anywhere from $5 to $10. Sometimes you get them for $3, and they're worth every penny. They look like alligator leather. I love this stitching right here. Like, I love this one. Then you have these that you can get on Amazon or AliExpress. These are also very beautiful. They look kind of like the Saffiano leather with the gold. The gold's a little bit, but that's why I like the silver, because you never go wrong with silver. With the gold, you never know if it's going to look cheap or if it's going to look good. And then this one I put the Cherry Smoke by Tom Ford in because it reminds me of that, and it's just like one of these. I wouldn't carry this out. I would carry this one out, this one, and these three I would carry in my pocketbook. So I buy a bunch of these, and then I put perfumes in them, and I give them out as gifts sometimes, right? And so I was thinking, if you do the math, right, and if you buy them in bulk, it's cheaper, right? So I bought a bunch of them already. So I was like, if I do the math and I get the 4.25 ounce for $330, it ends up being $86 an ounce, more or less. It could be between 83 to 86. I can't remember what the actual number was, right? And then you know, a half ounce would be let's say $43 or $41.50, whichever one it is. It's still cheaper than $116 per ounce, which would then be $58. You know what I'm saying? So it's a significant difference. But then if you get the 8.5 ounce bottle for an extra $100, if you're already spending $350 and you can afford an extra $100, you're going to get double the product. So $350 or $330, please excuse me, I can't remember. $330, I'm sorry. No, it's $350. $350 or $330, right? For the 4.25 ounce, for another $100, for $450, you're going to get the 8.25. You're going to get double the amount for another $100. So 1/3 of what you're already paying, plus 1/3 of what you're already paying, you're going to get double the amount. If you do the math, it's like a lot. That comes out to $50-something an ounce, which is $25-something per half ounce, right? And that's not bad. So if you can get these are mostly 10 milliliter ones, which are 1/3 of an ounce. So if you have an 8 ounce bottle, let's say 8.5 ounces, you're probably going to get 25 or 26 of these little ones for the $450 one. So you get to keep a lot of the perfume, plus you can actually gift these to people in very beautiful things. Like, let's say you have a company color and you want to do this for your executives or something like that. If you're going to do it for your executives, you should do something like this. You know, I mean, and if you have the budget, you should just give them both, because with all due respect. But then again, you really wouldn't do fragrance because it's a very personal thing. You might just give gift cards at that point, because you understand that everybody's preference and smell is different. You know, you can't. But if you know someone very, very well and you want to do a gift, then go for it. But I love these little ones because I'm always giving stuff away. And then if they don't like it, they give it, like, all my friends are older. They have kids that are like 20. And then I hang out with older people who have kids that are my age, right? So when I give this to them, if they don't like it, they just give it to their kids, but it's still a nice gift and they're very grateful for the thought, if that makes sense. So I would buy a bunch of these. I would get the 8.5 ounce bottle, which is another way that I can get to platinum with my sister. But I wish they had it in Pure Poison or J'adore l'Or. If I was gifting it, I would get the J'adore l'Or, but they don't have it in an 8.5. So if anybody from Christian Dior is watching, 8.5 Pure Poison, 8.5 ounce J'adore l'Or, even if it's just made to order, like you only put it in the bottle and ship it when people order it, it's still worth it. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole nother price point market that you can get into. But of course they make more money when they sell you the 1.7 ounce than they will if they sell it to you in bulk. But that's just another way to get around it if you are a frugal shopper, because I did write a book. It's called Broke in the City. And I do have a website that I'm building right now called New York on a Budget, because I love expensive things, but I also like to live frugally. Like if I can get the expensive thing cheaper, then I'll do that, but I still want the expensive thing. So I love these Christian Dior perfumes, but if I can get it cheaper and like buy these little things and refill it instead of buying this one, I would rather do that. But I was so curious. Like my curiosity was festering for a few months that I was like, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and just do it. I wanna see if they're interchangeable, because I was really hoping to switch this between the pink one so bad. I don't know why it's not going in. I feel like if I could just push it in, then I would do that. But again, the tops are different, so it's not gonna look right. Because it's not gonna have this top. It's only gonna have this part. Remember, the tops are different. So it's not gonna work either way. But I didn't know that until I actually got the product. You know what I mean? But they did that strategically to make sure that you'd have to spend twice as much money to get different products. So I'm happy I have these, because those are refillable if you have a perfume bottle. These are nice if you are traveling and you love Christian Dior and you want to take this with you, which is the only time I would use this is for that. I would probably just carry the other one around. Oh, let's see if the other one, if this one, I gotta get going soon. I gotta go to work. No, it's not. I was gonna say fits in these. It's much thicker. Man, that would have been great. What about this one? Nope. And then it's definitely not gonna fit this one because it's too tall. What about this one? No. All right, well, I tried. So they made it specifically. I think they probably looked at all their competitors and they're like, how can we make ours different so that you can't do stuff like that? Because I don't know if these two, if these can fit in each other. Well, no, because they're all different tops too. See? They were smart too. They're like, oh, we're going to make this one wider, and this one wider. But I'm sure the inside is very similar. No, they're all different as well. All right, so everybody does their own thing. To each his own. But I have all of these because I love them. I like to refill them. I do buy a lot of the oils, if you guys don't know, and then I buy the perfumer's alcohol, and then you dilute the oil with the perfumer's alcohol to make the scent that you want. So I do that as well. If you did give this as a gift, it's going to look like this when they take the top off. I do think these are gift worthy. That's the only thing I think they're good for, is giving it as a gift. But again, I feel like if this fell off the counter, if you have a cat or you just put it down and it falls, I feel like this is going to break. The glass is so thin. It's not tempered glass. It's not like all the other ones that you buy when you buy a rollerball. You get really nice thick glass. No, they did that on purpose. So be careful. This is not like that thick glass. So I really wouldn't drop these. I would put this in a safe place that you're not going to drop it. I do love that herringbone pattern. I'm not, you know what I mean? Was this worth $300? Because this is $115, you guys. $115 just for the case. Plus that one. I really wanted the herringbone case. And I do like the Rouge Trafalgar. I wish they had the travel size in Holy Peony, because I would buy that too. And I like the Rouge Trafalgar and the Jasmine de Agnes, but I wouldn't buy it. Like, now that I've done the math, I'm like, you know what, Mayra? I'll use it this one time and then I'll sell it you know, if it still looks good, because there are always people you can resell Christian Dior stuff to. That's the only benefit of being part of the program, is you can sell all this stuff, you know, when you're done using it, or if you don't like one of the free gifts. Like the red pouch that I'm getting now, I don't like it. I'm getting it for free. I could sell it for 20 bucks. You know what I mean? And my order was 30, so it's going to make sense to get rid of it. But you'll see that when it comes in. And so that there is resale value to the Christian Dior loyalty program. And that's the benefit that I like about it. There's a lot of stuff that I received that I didn't resell that I probably should have, but I don't know. I feel like it's more expensive now. So like if you do it right away, you're not going to get as much money. But if you wait until there's not that much on the market, then again, you know, demand, you can sell it for more. What else? Yeah, that's it. So going forward, I think I'm willing, because I do love some of the scents. What about these? One more. No, I'm good. I'm willing to spend the $330 or the $350 and the $450 to get the, actually $450. I would just spend $450, get the 8.5 ounce bottle, divide it into gifts, and give them out, and then keep some for myself. Because 8.5 ounces is a lot. I don't love any one perfume enough for 8.5 ounces. I'm good with the 1.7 generally, and the, I wish they had 0.5, but they don't. 1.7 for most of them, and 3.4 if it's one of my favorites. But when I did the math, you're getting 8.5 ounces. So it's let's just do the math one more time. For $160, you're going to get 1.35 ounces. Times that by 3. 160 by 3, more or less, it's just 480, but let's say 450. Times 2. So if you paid 3 times the price that you would pay for the 1.7 ounce, you're getting 8.5 ounces. You're also getting more than that. You're getting like 6 or 7 times. So for paying 3 times what you would pay normally for one, you're going to get like 7 times as much product. That's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's worth it in my mind. Well, 6 times, more or less, between 6 and 6.5 if you want to really, like, get into the math. But it's worth it to me to get more product, like far more product, for what I would normally pay if I'm in love with, if I know I love it. Like right now, the J'adore L'Or, they just came out with a 2.5 ounce. It was only available in the 1.7. So now they have the 1.7 and the 2.5 ounce, and then they have the refill. The refill is only $30 less, and the difference is it doesn't have the top. So you would basically take the top off the one you have and put it on the refill. So you save $30. So I guess the top costs $30. I don't believe that, but whatever. So I'm thinking right now of buying the J'adore L'Or refills. I'm going to see if my mom still has hers, because if not, then I have to get her one with the top. And just picking those up now as gifts. So that's what I have for you guys. I know this was a long video. I'm sorry, but I wanted to cover all this stuff. I'm so mad that the sticker's on the back. It's not even funny. I don't know what I'm going to do with this mirror, because I can't just like take it out and use it. It's going to look so tacky with the 3M on the back. So let me know what you think I should stick it on to have maximum usage. And like if I had an office, I would stick it somewhere in the office and keep it. If it was my office, not like work, because then it would be stuck there. And then when you rip it off, I mean, you can always add more sticky stuff to the back, but you're going to rip off the original faux leather. That was just a really big fail on their part, in my opinion, but whatever. You know why? Because I know people. People would complain and be like, oh, I didn't put it on straight and it got stuck and then it ripped off. And then... So I get why they pre-did it, because there's enough people out there that would complain that they did it wrong, or they didn't know what they were doing, or it got stuck, or it got stuck on their hands. Like there's people like that, you guys. When you're producing a product, you'd be surprised at what you have to think of, and the complaints that you get from the type of people and the things that they do that you're like, who does that? But they do, and it's not just one, it's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that just make you, who raised you, right? But you don't know what you don't know, right? So I get why they did it. I just don't think they should have even done it. Like I think it's beautiful on its own. I don't think it needs a sticky thing. I don't think it needs to be on the back of your phone. Do you know what I mean? Like I think it would have been better without it, but that's just my personal opinion. What's yours? That's what I have for you. Until next time, bye.